In these final days of the year, while Da Nang pulses with frantic energy, I choose a different path, heading toward the sea, where Sun Tra Peninsula embraces a strange silence. This is Lin Ung Pagoda. You may have seen this place under the ocean sun, but Lin Ung at the end of this lunar year feels different. As the crowds thin out, it's just you, suspended between the earth and the sky. In this moment before the new year, each step up these stairs filters the hot. And there, emerging through the mist on warm amber lights, is the Tam Kwun Gate, the threshold to peace that I am about to lead you through. Right now, looking up, the lunar year's final moon drifts through hazy clouds, creating a strange, mystical glow. I thought I was the only traveler beneath this moon, but it seems there are other kindred souls walking with me. A few strangers pass by, silent, sharing the same stillness. Just a few more steps, and I'll leave the case behind to enter the sanctuary of Lin Ung. Stepping through the Tam Kwun Gate, a vast courtyard opens up, spacious and serene. At the end of the path, the main hall glows, casting a warm light that seems to embrace late-night travelers. Along the walkway, meticulously trimmed bonsai stand silent under the amber lamps. Guiding my way are 2 rows of 18 ahats, coved from solid white stone. In the dim light of this final night, their expressions of joy, anger, love on Siro seem to come alive. Each postua, each face, reflects a fragment of human life. Walking between them, I feel as if I am passing through my own inner case, slowly finding peace as I draw closer to the light of the main hall. Stepping inside the main hall, the cold sea breeze vanishes, welcomed by the broad, compassionate smile of the Maitreya Buddha. At his feet, bright yellow lilies bloom, casting a gentle fragrance. That brings an early spring into the sanctuary, a small detail, yet it warms the heart amid the year-end rush. Stepping deeper, the air grows solemn as 3 towering Buddha statues emerge. Every detail, carved with such precision, radiates a stillness so profound that you instinctively lower your voice and soften your steps, letting your soul finally settle. Inside the vastness of the main hall, silence envelops every sense. Strange, isn't it? In this solemn sanctuary, you can't hear your own breath, each tiny ripple of thought. No more traffic, no more worries of the year passing by. Just you, facing your true self, amidst the golden lilies on the Buddha's gentle smile. Everything stands still, yielding to a spiritual connection that needs no words. Amidst the stillness, my gaze lingers in the memorial tablets placed here. In Vietnamese culture, entrusting these tablets to a pagoda is more than a ritual. It is an act of deep love. It brings peace to the living, knowing they departed loved ones are sheltered within these sacred walls. Here, they rest in the Buddha's shadow, listening to the daily chants to find liberation, and leave behind the sorrows of the earthly world. In the shadows, I catch sight of a traveler, quietly kneeling with joined palms before the three towering Buddhas. A sudden sense of relief wishes over me. I am not the only one walking this path tonight. There is a silent joy in knowing that even at this late hour, other kindred souls have stepped here, too seeking a sanctuary of peace before the new year arrives. Though strangers, we seem to share a single breath in this profound stillness. Leaving the warmth of the main hall, I return to the vast courtyard, where the 18 arhats stand solemn under the fading moonlight. These are the enlightened ones, who chose to stay among us to help calm the storms of the human mind. In their white stone faces, one sees the full spectrum of human emotion, joy, anger, love, and sorrow. In this final night, standing before them, I ask myself, which storms should I let go of to step into the new year with a lighter heart? And you, is there anything from the past year you wish to leave behind here? Please share it with me. Leaving the ahats, I enter a space of mystery. At the center of a circular architectural space stands a towering octagonal pillar, guarded by four solemn celestial kings. Under the night lights, the inscriptions in the stone, steel's reflections and human life emerge through the shadows. In the stillness, these words seem to whisper that all suffering or joy, in the end, begins and ends within our own hearts. Standing before this circle of wisdom as the year turns, I feel my soul grow suddenly light. Under the night lights, the snake, symbol of the passing year, still glows, as if holding into the final warmth of a year full of change. Yet right beside it, the horse of the coming year stands ready, vibrant and full of spirit for a new journey. If you feel the peace of this transition, please give this video a like so we can spread this positive energy together. The laws of time, after all, are just a cycle. One zodiac sign leaves, another arrives just as old sorrows fade to make room for new joys. Standing between these two symbols of transition, I finally realize we don't need to race against time. As Lingers, we walk at our own pace. Every spring will bring a bright new beginning. There, a Buddha statue depicting a gentle mother cradling a child in her arms. In local tradition, this is the embodiment of protection, a place where families come to pray for their children's blessing and safe births for mothers. Looking at that compassionate face, you realize happiness is never far away. It lives in the continuity of new life and the warmth of a home, a silent prayer for every family to find peace and the laughter of children in the coming year. To the right, the teachings and Karma emerge like a mirror, reflecting Win's true self. Everything we receive today, whether sweet fruit or bitter harvest, comes from the seeds we sowed in the past. As the year ends, it is time to tend to the garden of the soul, clearing the weeds to confidently plant seeds of kindness for a fulfilling year ahead. Suddenly, I step before a statue meditating in the dim light. The shadows fall so that only half of the face is visible. The other half is lost in the darkness. I wonder, is this a coincidence of light or a silent message from Linh? It feels as if he is saying, life always exists in paths, light on shadow, joy on sorrow, reality on delusion. In meditation, Win does not reject the dark to seek the light. Instead, Win finds balance between both. Perhaps only when we accept the hidden parts, the shadows within our own souls, will our inner peace truly be complete. Looking up, night clouds rolling in from the sea have almost hidden the moon. Only a faint, distant halo remains against the deep black sky. Aren't the worries of the past year just like those clouds? Sometimes they make us forget the kindness and peace that already live within us. But be patient, clouds will drift away, and the moon will shine again. As long as the mind is still, then even in the darkest night or behind the thickest clouds, we will always find the way toward our own light. I draw closer to the Lady Buddha. The lighting at Linung is truly impressive. Even in the deep of night, the beams allow us to admire the full composition and intricate detail of this statue, the tallest in Vietnam. At 67 meters high, she stands as tall as a 30-story building. But the true wonder lies in the Buddha within Buddha architecture. Inside the statue are 17 floors, each housing 21 different Buddha statues. From afar, the Lady Buddha stands resolute, her compassionate eyes gazing over the vast East Sea. To the people of Da Nang, she is more than architecture, she is a guardian, a spiritual anchor amidst life's shifting tides. There is a local belief, since the pagoda and the statue were completed, fierce storms seem to visit less often, giving way to calm on sunshine. Science may call it coincidence. Ung to the hot, it is the protection of a great mother watching over her children at the ocean's edge. The true meaning of the Lady Buddha lies not in her record-breaking height, but in the peace she provides. She stands there to remind us of compassion, to soothe the fear of natural disasters, and to ensure that whenever we look toward the Suntra Peninsula, we know we are protected. Stepping into the Lumbini garden, I feel as if the garden is truly coming alive in the dark. Upward-facing lights envelop each statue in a sacred, mystical glow. The image of 7 lotuses blooming beneath each footstep reminds us of purity on new beginnings. Here, the darkness is not frightening. It is simply a backdrop that allows life and light to shine even brighter. Behind the garden lies a pind, as still as a sheet of paper. In the darkness, the water acts as a giant mirror, reflecting the soft glow of the statues on the hazy night sky. They say the mind can only see the truth when it is as calm as this pind. If the water is stirred, the image blurs. If the mind is clouded with worry, we miss the simple beauty right before our eyes. Staying here for a moment, listening to the gentle lap of water against the stone, I feel the inner noise slowly fade away. Behind the main hall, I come upon the statue of the Buddha with 1,000 eyes on 1,000 arms. The night lights catch each outstretched arm, creating a glowing, moving halo. 1,000 eyes to perceive the world's suffering, 1,000 arms to reach out and offer help. Standing before her, I finally understand why my heart feels so at ease. Perhaps in life, we all long for such profound understanding, a presence that requires no words, yet silently embraces everything. Passing the reception room, I see the monks sitting in peace of their late-night tea. A simple scene, yet it radiates pure freedom. No doctrines, no rituals. Peace is sometimes just being fully present. It is holding a warm cup of tea and feeling the heat spread through your palms. Watching them, I remind myself in this new year, instead of chasing distant dreams, I should learn to sit still and calmly savor the tea of my own life, whether it be bitter or sweet. Stepping out of the gates of Linh, I carry with me more than just the relaxation of a night walk. I carry a new mindset for the year of the horse. The pagoda remains. The Lady Buddha continues her silent watch over the sea, and we, too, continue our journey, but with a lighter heart. I hope these scenes tonight have brought you a sense of peace as the new year approaches. If you feel a little lighter after this journey, please share that feeling with a like and subscribe, so we don't lose each other in our next adventures. Farewell to Linh, farewell to the echoes of the old year. I'll see you in a new journey, where light and peace always lead the way.